This is why I always believe that there's more power in silence than words. Women find silent men more attractive than guys that are loud. The only reason why you think loud men are more attractive because of how it looks like on the outside. But when you actually notice the guys that women go home with, it's usually the silent type because the silent type usually are the ones with power. The silent types are usually the ones that are confident enough to let somebody else have the spotlight. So let's watch what Olivia has to say about this, and we're gonna dive deeper in the blackboard when she's done.
Observant. They watch and men are usually more observant. They watch and learn from everything that's happening around them. They can assess situations, understand people's motivations, and see opportunities or threats that a lot of other people might miss. Men usually have a strong sense of self control. They
Mm-hmm.
don't allow themselves to be swayed by outside
Mm-hmm.
sources or impulses. They
Mm-hmm.
think before they act and consider all possibilities and outcomes and consequences.
Uh-huh.
Their actions are very calculated, they're not spontaneous at all.
Mm-hmm.
They choose the right moment to act for maximum impact.
And this usually comes from your capacity to shut up. The hardest muscle to control is our mouths, right? And I'm gonna show you the reason why is because if you do learn how to control it, you're gonna gain a lot of power in life. So let's go to the blackboard and go deeper into it and how you can apply this. And I know that if you learn how to do this, and I'm gonna show you how if you can't, it'll give you more charisma, but more like a silent aura that radiates.
Testing, testing. In almost every situation, when you don't know what to do, sometimes and almost all the time, the best thing to do is to do nothing. If I'm nervous around someone, sometimes the best thing to do is not to overtalk, but to talk less than necessary. The reason why is because you commit less mistakes. When you talk, when the situation has a lot of pressure on you, sometimes just taking a moment and thinking, even though it may feel awkward, does a few things. One, it makes you look like the type of person that's under control, especially under pressure. Right? This is YouTuber Dr. K, and a lot of the times when people ask him questions, he says, "Well, let me think about it for a second," and he pauses, and then he gives his response. The reason why I like that is because let's just say he's doing it, let's just say he's faking it. It kind of makes you feel good about his response because he's not rushing it. Get what I'm saying? It shows consideration when you actually take your time. So that's one thing, right? And usually in almost every situation, if I'm dating someone and I want to impress her, what I notice is that the less I say, the better. The reason why is because the more you say, the higher chances you have of saying the wrong thing. The less you say, the only thing that could happen is look more mysterious. That's it. But the reason why is because you're not aware of human nature. Humans get very nervous around people who are more shy, who are more quiet. As paradoxical as it may be, they start to put more into the interaction. They start to emotionally invest more in you whenever you say less. I mean, that literally just saying less makes them put more work and makes them feel insecure. They say, do they like me or not? Right? And that's why I prefer in the beginning, when you first meet people, keep your words short in the beginning, and then as you get to know them, open up more and speak more. It's gonna flatter their ego. That's one thing, right? Now the next thing is that your silence, right? Your silence improves your non-verbal cues. It improves your non-verbal cues. Learning to speak less naturally will make you more calm because you got to learn how to sit in the silence. And when I say silence, it's not just silence with your words. It's also silence with your face. Learning how to communicate, learning how to have, like, rather than communicating a lot of happiness, communicate but less happiness. Right? You learn to show your emotions not at 100%, but you learn to lower them maybe at a 50%, right? Or maybe at a 40%. Say less with your nonverbal cues. Naturally, it's gonna make you look more mysterious. They're gonna be more attracted to you, right? And honestly, this is what bosses do, right? If you go to your boss and you're like, please don't fire me, they have like this, like, okay, tell me, and you do more of the talking. Reason being is because you feel like you need something from them, right? Now the next thing is that be the quietest in the room. The reason why is this because usually the loudest one is the one that gains the least respect. The quietest one, even though you're quiet, people respect you more. People are more drawn to you. People, there's something called quiet aura. You have more aura by saying less and saying more. Like honestly, it just makes total sense. Um, what I notice with women is that if I meet someone and I'm on a date, what I notice is that if I just appear shy at first and then throughout the conversation I open up more, what I've noticed in my experience, people like me more. And the reason why is because it feels like they worked to get your extroverted side out. It's almost like I'm shy, but I'm only shy around people that I like. It shows selectivity, right? Next thing is that don't overshare. Naturally, when you like someone, you overshare. It totally makes sense. So learn to just say less than necessary. Somebody says, if I'm a YouTuber, what do you do, Alexis? I work in video. How about you? Oh, right. Notice what I did, right? I worked in video is vague, and then I went back. How about you? In their minds, they're answering my question, but now there's a question. They're like, "What do you mean video? What type of video?" Another example. Where are you from? I'm from the East Coast. How about you? Where are you from? What city? Oh, I'm from California. Right? I'm from the East Coast. Right? It makes okay. What part of the East Coast? It gives you more mysterious. I'm used to talking like this, to be honest with you. But if you guys practice that, it's almost like you're speaking like a fucking prophet. And be honest with you, that's actually how cult leaders talk. They talk in vague terms. Rather than I'm coming back next week, I'm coming back soon. Rather than you're gonna get New York City as the land. You're gonna say you're gonna inherit the land in the north, right? It creates more ambiguity and more abstraction, which gives you more power. Next thing is silence compels them to make mistakes. If they messed up, if they're doing something you don't like, sometimes saying something is is counterproductive. Sometimes saying nothing gets the point across. Sometimes silence is louder than your words, especially for people who are always going on Bronx mode, learning to shut the fuck up, learning to be more quiet, learning to step back and observe the other person, learning to not respond to that text, wait a little bit longer, makes them make mistakes, double, triple, quadruple text, fucking creepazoid, under the bushes type of shit, right? And up now, look, an important part is that it reveals their attraction towards you, because this only works if somebody likes you, or this only works if somebody values you, right? So you could use silence in negotiation, take a little bit longer to respond, and it'll only work when they're really bluffing. Like silence allows you to see those who are what? Bluffing. Now the last one is that your silence helps you heal, right? And this is why I go to meditation retreats. Meditation retreats allows, especially the silent ones, allows you to heal on the inside. And what does that mean? Silence means learning to silence your mind and observe the physical sensation of your body. That silence, by observing the physical sensation, allows you to experience the emotions and allow them to pass away. You're not saying in your mind, I hate this feeling. You're observing the sensation of the breath as you feel whatever negative emotion you're feeling, and that silence allows those emotions to arise and pass away. And if you do this long enough, that's how the Buddha became enlightened, through silence, internal silence. And this then will become manifested in your nonverbal cues. And how you're gonna look more empathetic, somebody who's more open, more warm, approachable, less needy and creepy. And that creates a certain aura. It's the aura that the Buddha had, the aura that Hare Krishna had, where a bunch of women wanted to sleep with them. It's like a holy aura, I'll be honest with you. Look, I'm not even kidding with you. This is actually a very small glimpse of cult game, I call it, right? Where it's you attract through spirituality, but with a hint of evil. Oh, Lord have mercy. We could talk about that another time. But spirituality and sexuality go hand in hand. If you know how to do that, you gain a lot of power. Anyways, man, this is the power of silence, man. Improves your nonverbal cues. Be the quietest one in the room. Don't overshare. Silence compels them to make mistakes. Reveals their true attraction. If they like you, they're gonna react. If they don't like you, they're just gonna leave you alone. Your silence helps you heal through constant meditation, observing the inner reality that's going on inside of you. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. And if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org. Take care.
All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I could tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at 238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.